What's up, football fans? Back at it with another video here on the Review and Preview YouTube channel. And today I want to talk about a tight end that's been highly coveted on the free agency market and talking about where he's headed next. And that is tight end Dalton Schultz. But first, before I get to that, folks, make sure to check Review and Preview out on all of our social media platforms at Review and Preview Sports on Facebook. We're on Instagram, Twitter, Anchor, YouTube, and TikTok at Review and Preview. I'll leave this scrolling for about another few seconds, but let's talk about Dalton Schultz, the former Dallas Cowboy. I know if you're a Giants fan, probably happy he's out of the division. I think Dallas, they drafted two tight ends last year, and Jake Ferguson and Peyton Hendershot. They're going to roll with them and try to save money there. We know they released Ezekiel Elliott. They just traded for wide receiver Brandon Cooks. So it's interesting that Dalton Schultz is headed to a cross-state rival in these Houston Texans. We know DeMeco Ryans is the new coach. Going after a tight end like this, maybe outside of Mike Gesicki, was the best tight end on the market. Schultz was a fourth-round pick by Dallas back in 2018. He played last year on the franchise tag, 26 years old. In 2022, this past season, again, Dallas had a lot of playmakers, so Schultz still got his fair share of production, but wasn't nearly as good as 2021. Schultz had 57 catches for 577 yards and 5 touchdowns in 15 starts. And this is a position that the Texans really need. Last season, the Texans started 6 different players at the tight end position, and I believe their team's leading tight end receiver was Jordan Akins, who's Giants 90-man in training camp, and he came back to Houston for his second tenure. And Jordan Akins, no knock to him, all due respect, he's not a tight end one. He's not a legit tight end one. He's a solid tight end two. We know Dalton Schultz struggles in pass protection a little bit, but he's improving all facets of his game. He has over 2,000 receiving yards and 17 touchdowns in 5 seasons. In 2021, he posted a career-best 78 catches for 808 yards and 7 touchdowns. He doesn't drop too many passes, too, which is nice. You love to see that. I would like to see him improve his pass blocking a little bit more. It'll be interesting. We don't know who the quarterback is going to be for Houston this season. We know Mills is still on the roster, but we know with DeMeco Ryans taking over, he has no ties to him. It's more than likely that Houston will be drafting quarterback at number 2 overall. The question is just which one. Now, Schultz joins a receiving core that features Robert Woods, who's a veteran, Nico Collins, who they drafted, Noah Brown, also a former Cowboy and teammate of Dalton Schultz. And then they have John Mechie III, who fell a little bit after his injury. I believe he was a 3rd-round pick last year out of Alabama. So it'll be interesting to see how Schultz fits into this Houston offense. It's a good pickup for sure. It's low risk. It's only a 1-year deal. This is similar to Evan Ingram, in my opinion, right? Giants let him go. He balled out, and he had a great year. Schultz has improved a lot since he's entered the league. So I'm excited to see what he does with the Houston Texans. And you know what? Depending on what happens in the NFL draft, I expect Houston to be an improved team in 2023. So it'll be left to be seen what happens with this AFC South. But Dalton Schultz is officially a Houston Texan. Folks, if you like what you watch, make sure to check us out on all of our social media at Review and Preview Sports. Appreciate all the support and stay tuned for more exclusive NFL offseason content.